Good evening, Mayor and Council, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hellick, Superintendent of Public Works. What you are looking at now is the office and the grounds of the Department of Public Works, located at 210 Dunhams Corner Road, which was built approximately 40 years ago to accommodate 3,000 people and approximately 50 miles of road. And at present, we have a population of 43,000 and approximately 180 miles of road. We will now enter the grounds and view our equipment. The outside yard first, parking condition. And what crowded conditions we're up against. What you're seeing now is our gas pumps. One is gas and one is diesel. The above tanks is regular gasoline and kerosene, where we have inadequate room to put underground tanks. This is also a fire hazard and against the fire code. We are now in the rear of the south garage, where we store our road materials, sand and salt for snow removal. As you can see, we are pretty well crowded. At present, 50% of the road materials are not on hand. 50% of the vehicles are out on the road. Here we have where the employees have to park their vehicles underneath the trees. Also, you'll see that the sweepers are parked outside in a wooded area. This causes a great hazard to the equipment due to hurricane season or heavy snow and ice accumulated on the trees. We will proceed further down into the wooded area where we have our storage for water materials such as piping, hydrants, and valves. We are now in the back portion of the Public Works. As you can see, a spreader hanging from the trees. Once the winter is over with, I've got more equipment hanging from trees than I have on the road. We will proceed a little further. As you can see, it has come to a point it's inadequate for any additional storage. At times it becomes impossible to get at this. As you can see at these photos, at times it becomes impossible to reach the supply when needed in case of emergency. Here we have another shot where you see another spreader hanging, where we have inadequate space where we have to make necessary arrangements to put telephone poles into the ground to store our equipment. In this photo, we have a little storage shed where we store our shovels, road signs, rakes, and etc., due to the fact that we have insufficient space for additional storage. Over here, we have oil drums where we have to throw our waste. Due to that, we have no underground tank for disposal. We are now entering the north garage, where it consists of 5 bays. The bay you're looking at now is storage for water maintenance, such as repair clamps, their tapping machines, water pumps and generators, etc. In the evenings, we park the backhoe in here, so it stays warm during the winter months in case of emergency. We are now in the remainder of the north garage where the repair work is done, all mechanical work. As you can see, if we get 2 or 3 pieces of equipment in here, we're pretty well crowded. During snow season, if we got 2 or 3 pieces of equipment in here tied up, all work will have to be done outside, such as repairs on snow plow, sand spreaders. And time factor is very important to us, so that the storm does not get away on us. It's very difficult to work in the snow. What you're going to see now is the small crib that we're entering, where we keep our stock, such as oil filters, nuts, bolts, windshield wipers, and etc., which is insufficient and for personnel very easy to lift and walk away with. We are now in a lube room where we only have 1 rack. When that is tied up, it's impossible to take on another piece of equipment for a grease job oil change. This is oil storage, which you see is scattered all over, which should be stored all in 1 room for a safety factor. Right now we're trying to take a shot of the men's room. Unfortunately, right now the lighting is out. Got a little electrical problems. We are now in the south garage, where we mainly do our storage, such as calcium, salt pellets, and try to store 2 or 3 spreaders there during the winter months. During the summer, on the far side, you can see our broom making machine, and that 1 bay is taken up by broom fibers during the summer. We also store truck tires. On the far side of the garage, traffic safety has a bay, work their paint machines. We have cribs, small wired cribs there for saccrete, paper towels, toilet paper, and etc. we store in. We will proceed to go into traffic safety sign shop. All right, we'll be entering the traffic safety bay, where they make up their street signs. What you'll see in front of you is the machine which they use to make up their signs. Their shelving for storage. To the right of us, we'll enter another room where they store their paints. Their saccrete for signs. There's a better view of our broom making machine, which is pretty well crowded up in the corner. Here in this photo we have one of our leaf pickers, with men working on the rear of it, where the truck and the entire rig is too big to get inside to make necessary repairs, therefore it's necessary to work outside.
said no at the moment. He knows.
All right, we are now in a Public Works office, which is 20 by 30 feet long, consists of 3 offices, right? At present, you are looking at Superintendent's office.
Oh, all right.
This is the front portion where one of the secretaries sit. Where all complaints are answered. This is the second office where the office manager, Mrs. Frazier, sits. All right. Here you see the ladies' room. It's probably about a 4 by 4. If the 2 women got to go at one time, I'm in trouble. Here in the back we have a little cubby hole for storage, refrigerator, and this is where we make our coffee.
This tape was produced by Kevin O'Rourke and Paul Faciolo for the East Brunswick Public Library, December 1977.